There it goes. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Greek Life podcast. If this is your first time listening or watching, thank you so much for joining us. My name is Savannah Morris, and I'm a member of Sigma Delta Lambda Sorority Incorporated. And today I am joined by two of my dazzling sisters, and I'll let them go ahead and introduce themselves.
Hi, my name is Paola Gonzalez. I'm a proud member of Sigma Delta Lambda Sorority Incorporated, and that's it.
Hi, my name is Emily Caballero, and I'm also a proud member of Sigma Delta Lambda Sorority Incorporated.
So, if y'all haven't already read the title, Emily and Paola actually went to middle school and high school together, right? So, their Greek life journey has been an interesting one. So, today that's what we're going to talk about a little bit more. But first, let's go ahead and get to know them. So, ladies, what are y'all's majors?
I'm a psych major. That's it.
I'm a nursing major, but I do have 3 minors.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. One's in child development, psychology, and family studies.
Slay.
Okay. And then, so what is y'all's classification?
I'm a junior.
I'm a junior as well.
Okay. So, when did y'all join SDL?
So me and Emily are actually line sisters. We graduated high school together, and we decided to join SDL the same semester. So yeah, we're both from Fall 21, preeminent Pi line. I'm preeminent Pi number 51.
I'm preeminent Pi number 50.
I'm a deuce. She's an ace.
Okay, and so y'all were our first line that crossed after we were like established at TWU. So like, what did that feel like coming in? Y'all got to kind of see like both aspects of it, like chapter or colony life, and then to chapter life now.
It was definitely like interesting to like see how the dynamic changed from being a colony to becoming a chapter, and like we kind of saw like the hard work that was put into it by Savannah and Elisa, which were the 2 active sisters at the time. And so it was like a really big deal. We were all so very excited to have our probate, and we, like she said, we decided to wait till the next semester because that's when we could officially start having like events at TW. So yeah, it was really exciting, and now it's like been an amazing journey so far.
Yeah. Emily's and Paola's probate was our very first like official TW event. So that's like a really cool like flex to have. So why did y'all choose to join SDL?
So basically when me and hold on, I'm holding it weird. Basically whenever me and Emily like so fun fact, me and Emily were in ROTC. All 4 years of high school.
ROTC
We were the court commanders.
We were the top dogs.
Do you know what do you know? So we were actually pretty cool in ROTC.
That's crazy.
That is crazy to
We weren't weird though. I promise.
I promise. We like, I feel like our like class was not like the weird RTC kid.
Yeah.
We
We
were
were
okay, no shade.
No,
but, like,
yeah.
You know.
If you were in a weird ROTC kid, we get it. Don't worry, we get it. Okay, anyways. So back to business. Yeah, me and Emily were in ROTC all 4 years, and we got to like be the court commanders, which is like basically like, how do you explain?
like president of your organization, basically. That's what court commanders
Yeah, so
are.
me like throughout the school year, like they change out. So me and Emily got chosen to be it. So we were like vice president and then vice president, stuff like that. So that's what me and Emily were. So whenever college came around, we wanted to join an organization, and we were actually thinking about joining ROTC, but they didn't have ROTC at TWU, so that was quickly torn down. So we decided to join like an organization anyways, and so we were looking into it, and I was like, Emily, why don't we join a sorority? And I didn't even know that Hispanic sororities existed until like a little bit before I like crossed. I mean, before. before before I decided to join. So I showed Emily like all the of the sororities and everything. and like we looked into it like heavily, and we decided to go SDL, and Emily went out to other recruitment events, and I couldn't because I was busy. But I told Emily, I was like, go and then just see if you like it. If you like it, then I'll do it with you, and if you don't like it, then we just won't do it. So Emily can say more stuff about that.
Yeah, just like we didn't really know like what organization we wanted to join, and Paula, like, she sent me an Instagram one day of a multicultural sorority, and I was like, what's this? Like, what is this? And I was so curious because like I've never heard of a Latina based sorority. Like, it's just like you always see like the other sororities and stuff that are always on the TV and stuff. And so I was really interested because I wanted to connect with my culture more, and just like the community in general. And so I was like, okay, like, let's do it. So as Paula said, like, she was a little bit more busy and she kind of lived farther away. So I took the initiative to go to events and stuff. And I went to a couple of other like sororities and stuff, and I just didn't like click with them or like feel the vibes or anything. But as soon as funny story. So at that time, obviously, we couldn't have like recruitment events on campus or anything. So it was literally in Elisa and Savannah's apartment. And I was kind of sketched out because like there was no information at that time on TW's website or anything. And so I was like, like, should I? So I texted my location to Paula and my boyfriend. And I was like, just in case, I don't know what's fixing to happen. But I was so nervous because it was like very like unknown. Like there was not much like that you could see apart from the Instagram. So I was nervous, but as soon as I came, like I just immediately felt welcome. And like it just, the vibes were there, like the people, yeah, like everything. And I feel like, well, we can go into that later, but yeah.
Yeah. The last event the only event I went to actually was our last event. The last event, and it was just like restaurant hangout type thing. I don't know. It was at Chewy's. It was a lot of fun. Dinner. Yeah, we want to go get dinner. And I met like Savannah, I met Elisa, I met another sister named Melissa, and then I met our advisors at the time, Mireya and Tere. And honestly, like exactly like how Emily said, like immediately felt welcomed. Like it was just pure vibes. It was like a lot of fun. I felt like right at home. Like I felt like not judged or anything. So that was good.
That at the event that Paula's talking about, she what's the word? She thought I didn't like her. She told me after she like crossed and stuff, and she was like, oh my gosh. She was like, I didn't think that you liked me whenever I first met you, blah blah blah. And I was like, are you kidding me? Like they were both so sweet, and it's so cool getting to see like how they were whenever they first joined, or like if I look back at pictures, like I just got a memory from the event that you went to and you looked so little. I was like, she's grown so much, both of y'all have, and it's just really cool to see their growth since I was there from when they were like entering. So now that we've kind of talked a little bit about like why y'all joined STL and like y'all in general, what's been y'all's favorite aspect of being like of Greek life since y'all are about to turn 2 in a couple of months?
I don't know. I feel like every single like aspect of Greek life, like me and Emily were literally just talking about this the other day. Like I literally feel like Greek life is nothing like how you see in like social media or movies or anything like that. So I think that that's my favorite aspect, like just seeing the difference of like real life and like what people portray Greek life to be. My favorite aspect as well is also like informing more people about Hispanic based sororities or fraternities. I love talking about that. Like I think that that's like really cool. So yeah.
Kind of, I have like multiple as well. Like there's so many reasons why people join Greek life, and I feel like all of those reasons kind of like are why, like, like they're like important to it, like such as sisterhood, like having events with people, meeting new people, also like community service, serving your own community. And for me, I didn't even say that earlier, but a thing that I learned about STL when I came to the recruitment events was that their philanthropy was at-risk youth, and they partnered with Denton Goal, which is like we basically like they play for free and we go out, we support them, we mentor them, and all of that. And I was in Goal myself in middle school, so it was just like kind of like a full circle moment, and it's like just being able to help the same community that I once was a part of and all of that, and like being able to do things within my own community is really, really important to me and like a really amazing aspect of Greek life.
I was not in Goal, but I would go to like all their soccer games and everything. So I have like a t-shirt and everything actually in middle school. So yeah. And then Emily didn't say it, but it's they play soccer for free.
So, what is something that you wish people knew about our organization?
There's a lot of like behind the scenes that go on within like sororities and stuff. Like there's so much planning, so much sisterhood, like so much bonding, all of that, and it's like not really shown as much as like other things. So it's like there's a lot more to it than what is shown, and it's like you like personally grow within yourself, and also like just in confidence and stuff. You grow as well. Like for example, last semester I was president, and like that was a whole new like world to me, and that honestly like increased my confidence so much, increased like my management skills, all of that. So there's just a lot more to it than what's at the surface.
That's true. Like events and all of that stuff, they are not easy to plan, and like whenever I see orgs host like big events, like as far as like let's say like a Greek picnic, like all of the logistics and like planning and everything that takes, that's like an insane amount of work. So like that is true. Like you don't ever see like the behind the scenes, which is something that like I don't know, like there are some things that you can share and there's some things that you can't. So what's been y'all's favorite memory since joining Greek life? There's so many.
Thumbnail. I'm just kidding. What was I gonna say? So I feel like I talk about this a lot. So all of my favorite memories are memories that I've had with the sisters that are very spontaneous. Like there's been times where we see it like a sister from another chapter is like hosting an event, and like for example, like our girl, I'm tongue tied.
Who are you talking
Myself, sorry. Our sisters from Austin, from UT, they were having a probate, and so we texted in the group chat and we were like, who's down to go to Austin? So literally that day, we texted that day and we were like, who's down? And so we all
Called out of work.
Yeah. So we went to Austin, and I think all of those like really fun memories where it's just like trips with the sisters, I think that those are like my favorite memories. Or like just doing random stuff, like stuff that you didn't anticipate doing that day. Like those are my favorite memories.
Like playing in the rain.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Fun fact, guys. So whoever attended our showcase practice the night before, so we went to go practice at the amphitheater where the event was at, and it starts raining mid-event. I mean, mid-practice. Sorry.
We were in the car because this was after an event, and I was like, okay, everybody go get food and then come back so that way we can have practice. And I literally got out of the car and I was like, guys, I think it's gonna rain. And like everyone was like, no, it just says light rain, like we just checked, whatever. It was lightning. Like I don't know if y'all have ever seen the baseball scene from Twilight, but that's literally like the vibes that it felt like outside. And they were like, no, it's fine, like it's just light rain, whatever. And then like 20 minutes into our practice, it starts pouring down rain. And so we continued to practice. Like it was just so fun. And I feel like a lot, like we were all kind of like stressed or like nervous for showcase the next day. And I feel like that kind of like took away the stress. And that was one of those moments whenever you like you're outside of your body kind of, and you're looking around and you're like, dang, like this is such a good life. This is such a core memory for like me. But okay, continue your story.
That is so true. I love that.
Yeah. Well, that was the end of my thing. So I was gonna give it pass the phone. Pass the phone to someone. Pass the phone to somebody.
Pass the phone to somebody. Hasn't said what their favorite that was for sure a great memory. Like, will forever remain engraved in my mind type stuff. Like forever. Like it was just so amazing. And it's just like those spontaneous things. I would say like my favorite memory so far has been we have SDL conference in the summer. We had SDL conference in the summer, and it was like our first SDL conference since COVID. So it was like everyone like I had never experienced it. Well, I did experience it, but it was online the year before, and it was kind of boring. So, it was definitely not the same because you're literally sitting at a computer and like
It's like all on Zoom.
Yeah, all on Zoom.
Sisters and connect
Yeah.
and like
Yes.
all that stuff like as we were in person.
Yeah, and the internet be glitching too, so like
That
it was
too.
really really bad.
Internet be glitching.
But it was really fun this past semester, and kind of a lot of us went. So I think that's what really made it like amazing, because like it's now that we have so much girls, it's really hard for all of us to be together. And so a lot of us were there, and it was just like making new memories, getting closer to sisters that I haven't really built a bond with. And so it was like, I don't know, it was just really fun. And also like meeting other chapters and stuff and learning more about SDL, history of SDL. It was just really, really amazing. And yeah.
The history is the funnest part for me.
Yeah, I think so too. I really like learning about our Alpha chapter and like all of our founding mothers and everything.
Mhm.
Also, fun fact. Fun fact. Also, fun fact. Our Founders Day was yesterday. Okay, this is thumbnail for
Yeah, we literally our org turned 27, and I think like something that's really cool like for MGC orgs, well, some of us were founded like earlier, but like I think the cool thing for most MGC orgs is like since we are so new, like a lot of our founders are like still alive. So like we all or most of us have like that opportunity to go and like meet our founders, which is really cool. And last year's conference, our founders came on and they kind of like told us about the history of our org and like what they did when they first started and like who helped them and like all of like these other things that I would have never known if like we wouldn't have like been able to talk about it. So that's really cool. That's like something that like anyways. So how do you think, so you're a psychology major and Emily, you're a nursing major with 3 minors. How do you how do you think that like SDL is going to be able to help you whenever you get into like the real world and like you start looking for a big girl job?
I think that sorry guys. I think that even as an interest, something that really like drew me to SDL was there was more sisters actually at that recruitment event I was telling you about, the dinner. There was a lot of other sisters, and so there was one specific sister. Her name is Grizzy. She was a psych major, and she was talking to me about like her job and everything, and me and her really connected on that. And she like told me that if she ever like that if I ever needed anything or anything like that, like I could contact her, and so that like really like drew me to SDL, or drew me just closer to like wanting to be around the sisters. So I think that I really like, even now, like as like an like undergrad still, a lot of our sisters that are active at the moment, like we all have different majors. Yeah, we all have different majors. And so I really like that. I really like that a lot of sisters get to talk about their major like to other interests or to other people that are looking into joining SDL. So yeah, that's the question. That's the answer to your question.
Is the answer. For me specifically, there was not a sister that like had a nursing major at the time, but I think like right now, currently, some of our girls have nursing majors, and so we all kind of just like rely on each other, like for any information. And I feel like I'm a little like ahead in my nursing journey as compared to theirs, so it's like nice to be that person that they can rely on. Kind of like a different perspective of that, like nice to like give advice and help them out with application and stuff like that. But I think just like SEO in general teaches you, or like Greek life in general teaches you so many lessons that are really important for when you have your big girl job, like, you know, time management and
Public speaking.
public speaking, leadership, all of that. So
Yes.
STL is building strong women. So what does your time management look like with being full-time in school, full-time jobs, all of that?
Yeah. So I have a full-time job, go to school full-time. So I was about to say ROTC full-time. Sorority full-time. My social life, like my hang out with my boyfriend, hang out with my friends, my family, stuff like that. So I have a Google Calendar and it lists every single event that I'm going to be doing. As soon as I know that I'm going to be doing it, it's going in my calendar. And actually, that's just something that I barely started because the past semesters, I've relied a lot on like just my brain. But this semester, I've been doing the Google Calendar thing and it's been working a lot better. But yeah, I think that a lot of the sisters work with you too. Like I think the sorority works with you too if you are like struggling with something. Like as long as you reach out to the right people, like they're willing to like move stuff around to fit to your schedule.
For me, I've always remained a busy person, if you couldn't tell with the 3 minors. So I've always like had a hectic schedule. And so I've kind of my way, okay, this is a little crazy, but like I have a planner, like a weekly planner, and it's divided into 30 minutes like each day, like
30-minute increments.
30-minute increments. And yeah, that has helped. I started that, when was it? I started like kind of like beginning of
college.
Right? Oh yeah, beginning of college. I started that and it's honestly really helped me. Let me know if y'all want the tiplet. Let me put you on. It's honestly it'll be there. I'll send it to Savannah.
PDF format, don't worry.
No, but I definitely recommend having something like that, like just planning out your day. Because I feel like, yes, there's like planners and stuff, but like actually allocating the time in your day to do something is really, really important. And like even just like giving little extra time for something. And if you finish it early and you have like a little break. So like it's really honestly helped me a lot in time management because I do have a job, I do have STL, I have other like organizations that I'm in and stuff. So yeah, for sure that it'll be in the bio.
I also think that finding time to yourself is very important. And I think that whether that time be you like hanging out with your sisters, like not sorority related, and just like going out to eat with them or something, and like not focusing on school or work or sorority life. I think that, or whether that be that or whether it be just you in your room, hanging out by yourself, stuff like that, I think that that's really important too.
I do want to say a lot of people who want to join Greek life are really scared about that time commitment aspect, but I do want to say like I always tell everyone it's doable. Like it's not something that's gonna like tremendously like hurt you. And at the end of the day, it teaches you time management and like prioritizing and stuff. So it's doable, I promise.
Yeah.
That brings me to my next question. What would be a piece of advice that you would give someone who's interested in Greek life but they're scared?
I would definitely say just doing.
Oh, hold on.
Sorry.
The mic just changed. Sorry. It's
technical difficulties.
It's touchscreen.
We'll be back in 5.
Bye. It's touchscreen, so it'd be like turning off.
Oh yeah, I started playing around with it. I was like, I just won't touch that.
And whenever it's all like 3, that's whenever like the mic quality is like the best. And so I noticed that it got quiet, and I was like, oh. But so yeah, what would be a piece of advice that y'all would give someone who's like interested in Greek?
I think just doing your research. Really like look at what each organization stands for and like their philanthropy. If they just have like a chapter philanthropy, or if they have like an organization, like a national philanthropy. Like for us, like we only have like a national philanthropy. But like I said, just looking at your options and like weighing out your pros and cons. Looking at like even all the little fun facts about each organization, like color, when they were founded, stuff like that. And then really getting to meet the members within the organization that you're trying to join. Going out to their recruitment events, going out there to their tabling events. If they have like any events throughout the semester, like study nights or dinners or stuff like that you can attend, I definitely would recommend attending multiple, not just one, to see what your best fit is and who you like the most, basically.
Definitely would agree with Paula's statement. Like just venturing out for yourself, figuring out what you want. Bringing back what I was going to say earlier, just making sure that, like, 1 second, I forgot about it.
She's like, I hate when that happens.
Brain fart.
That always happens to me.
Oh my gosh, what was it?
Okay, let me. Do you want me to start singing a cappella? Do you want me to start singing a cappella?
Fun fact, we have a slight obsession with Pitch Perfect. And so sometimes we'll just break out into the riff off like while Emily thinks, okay, now she's finna cook.
Okay.
What I was gonna say was kind of like what I was saying earlier. When I went to an SEL event, I immediately like clicked. Like I knew it was the one. Like I felt the most comfortable, and it's like really interesting because like a lot of like our sisters who joined had that same story, like, and it's after generations of like new lines. It's like the same story. Like you just automatically click, you automatically meet your people. And I feel like that's really important when you're trying to find a sorority fraternity. Like it's just really important to find what's gonna work best for you, who you honestly like vibe with more. Like don't just join to join without like purpose and without feeling welcome and all of that. So
yeah, I think that Emily like brings like a good point where she says like don't just join just to join, like join for a purpose. Like if your main like purpose of joining a sorority is to get more connections, like see what sorority or what fraternity you can get the most connections out of, or who you connect the most with, not just like on a personal level but like on a business level as well. Or if your main goal is to just get to know more people, like you see and who you like the most out of each organization, stuff like that. I think that
or even like pertaining to your major, like whatever their philanthropy is, if it's pertaining to your major, maybe joining one that like it resonates with that.
That's a really good one.
I agree. And then so this is a big question. What is the hardest or biggest lesson that Greek life has taught you? I'll go first while y'all think.
Okay, go.
So mine would be like taking like no for an answer, or like getting or like hearing rejection. Like obviously not everybody's going to agree with your ideas or like the way that you think or anything like that. So like having to, I guess, not hearing no or like rejection, but having to like fit, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like adjust yourself, or like kind of like see someone else's point of view and how they're thinking and like put it with yours and just like figure out how you can collaborate. That's the thing. Greek life, the biggest lesson that Greek life has taught me is how to collaborate with others, just as far as like events go, and like being able to, because I'm a control freak, I like being in control of like a lot of situations. So like Greek life has kind of taught me how to be a little bit more hands off, or like let somebody else be the leader, because like you don't always have to be the leader, and that's just like what Greek life has taught me.
I'm gonna let Emily go because I don't have a good, like I was gonna like piggyback off of what you said, but I kind of want to like come up with my own one.
Okay.
I think for me, Greek life, I've been talking about like how like I've been more confident within myself, and I feel like before joining Greek life, I was really shy. Like I would not
She
really.
was. It was me that would do all the talking.
Yeah, I was just shy, but I feel like Greek life, like just within like the process and within meeting people and like actually being a sister and an active, it's like really taught me to get out of my comfort zone, and to like seek those opportunities, to seek those relationships with other people and stuff. So definitely like don't be shy at first. Like yes, be shy, you're gonna be shy, but like eventually just know it's gonna get better and you're gonna grow in your confidence.
Okay, I have a fun fact since Emily talks about the fact that she was shy. Fun fact, the first time I ever heard Emily say a bad word was like 6 or 7 months after knowing her. I think you said like the B word, and I was like, Emily, did you just cuss? Like it was so like off-putting. But like I mean, like obviously now like I know like Emily's cool, but I just thought that she was so quiet, and because you were a nursing major, I was like, it's like she's just all about her books. And then like, but the more that I've been able to like hang out with her, I've been able to see like she's not all serious. She has a silly side.
A little goofy side. Don't have an answer actually, so I'm just gonna combine both of them and make it my own. So in regards to what Savannah said, like in a real world, like at your real job or just in general, you're not gonna get along with everybody. Like that's just a given. So I think that making the best out of that situation and making the best out of like, you know, the situation that you're put in, I think that that's like, you know, a big thing. On top of that, like there are things that I didn't always like feel super comfortable with, like not public speaking, but like things like that. So I so I feel like those type of things, like STL has just matured me in a lot of ways, like because me and Emily joined like our freshman year fall semester, like we were literally
Babies.
yeah, babies. Like we had just graduated high school. So I think that they had like helped me like transition from like high school to college. In every aspect. Like I feel like they showed me like a lot of stuff that I can, you know, hold on to now.
That is so true. So
Dude,
so
I was
true.
literally thinking about that the other day. I was like, dang, like I never thought about that before.
That is so true. They really did help with the transition, like really, really.
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff that I didn't even know about college, and like I would text in my little group chat.
Be like, so like,
I remember.
our financial
Oh, I
aid.
remember I asked her about what did I ask? Oh yeah, where I can get my thing for taxes. I was like, where do I get that?
Oh yeah.
And she was like, oh, you get it here. I was like, oh, got it.
Bet.
Bet, say less. On my way.
She's typing in the website right now. Okay. So I lost what I was gonna say. What has it been like for y'all? Like, is it has it been a positive experience with like y'all both being like friends? Has that like affected y'all's relationship at all in any way?
You would think that me and Emily would like not butt heads, but like you think that we would have like a lot of like arguments because like we're so involved in like the same thing. But even in ROTC, like we never really argued. And in like in the sorority now, like I feel like we never really have like arguments. Like there are times where we like disagree, but she kind of tells me how she feels, and then I kind of tell her how I feel, and then we both come up with the conclusion of what we're gonna like do, like coming or like
Y'all are able to have like a
True.
mature conversation about it.
I feel
Yeah.
like our personalities also complement each other really
Yeah.
well. Like
yeah.
me and her, like we do have like opposite personalities kind of, but like we can vibe really well and like we kind of balance each other out. Like when
I'm a
she be,
Leo.
like-
I'm a Leo. She's
A little Gemini.
Gemini, yeah, Gemini. She's a Gemini. June 4th is her birthday. Okay. Oh,
Put it in your calendar.
this turns into like one of those who knows.
Astrology?
No.
Who knows who?
No. You know the who knows me more, like who knows me better, and then like you ask the
Yeah.
question. That's funny. Anyways.
We do that after.
Stay tuned. No, but what was I gonna say? But yeah, I feel like me and Emily do like a really good job at like just finding middle ground with whenever we do have a like a disagreement. But like Emily said, like we do have like really good like we do have really good personalities that go together.
Mm-hmm.
You said middle ground, and that reminded me. Do y'all be watching those videos? The
Yeah.
middle ground videos? Me too. I just watched one the other day. It's like well, no, it's like two people, or like they get two groups of people who have like opposing ideas. It's really good, or like it's like really interesting to like watch. I love watching them, like, and like seeing how they think, and they like come to an agreement. Yeah, well, okay, but yeah, it's like on the same same channel. Yeah. I was like same concept, different thing though, because they still like talk about it and everything.
entirely different idea, but, like, you're
But
good.
like actually, you slayed. Anyways, cold.
You're getting warmer.
Anyways, so which event or events have been y'all's like favorite to either host or plan or anything? My favorite would have to be like recruitment. I love recruitment week. I love like the whole like getting to plan or pick the recruitment idea or the recruitment idea, like the recruitment theme and like actually seeing like all of these like people and just getting to hang out with like sisters who you haven't seen like all summer or like over Christmas break or whatever. But what are y'all's or what?
That's a really good one. I feel like whenever we do recruitment, like we're literally just coming back from like break, so we haven't really like got to hang out with a lot of the sisters. So like after each recruitment event, like we'll like talk like just about like our summer or about our winter break, stuff like that. So that's a really good one. I have two. So my first one is our takeover for our Founders Day last year. Sorry, that was really fun. Just like it was our first Founders Day takeover that we ever had done before, and it was really good. Like planning it and just like having a takeover that was ours. You know, like not just like us going to somebody else's. Like it was really like rewarding, I would say. And my second one is Copa Familia, which is the thing that happens in the spring for our philanthropy. It's basically where kids and their families get to play soccer together on the field, and we have like a little, what's the word? Like a set concession stand, yeah, where we just raise money for a scholarship that we give them. So I feel like that's a lot of fun, like just seeing them play soccer and you know, they have like a DJ there and everything, and just hang out with the sisters. I think that's a lot of fun.
I would say for mine, I actually really like Showcase. It's kind of nerve wracking.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is kind of nerve wracking and like for sure something that gets you out of your comfort zone. But like just the memories that come with it, like from practicing late nights and like
Figuring out the music and
like
the
all that.
dances.
And fun fact, I used to choreograph, so it kind of brings me back in those days. It really do. Like I don't know. I love dancing. I really love dancing. So it's like really fun. Another thing is like just like community service events. As I mentioned, like with Goal and stuff, it's just really cool to be able to like like be at those events that I used to be like a part of and like kind of what is the word, like contributing in my own way, in a different way.
Yeah, me and Emily are also both Denton raised, so that's another thing. Like she was in Goal, I was just Goal fan. That's
That's what you were, but
that's what I was. And it's at Denton schools or Denton middle schools and some elementary schools. So
That's cool. Like y'all get to serve the community that y'all like grew up in. I never thought of it that way. Mm-hmm. And then last but not least, what is y'all's favorite stroll song?
that's a good question. All of them. All of them. No, I'm just kidding. My favorite one. Let me think. You can answer
Probably
first.
Dreams. Or
Savannah came up with Dreams, so
oh yeah, I did.
that's why it's her fave, and she always leads it. So and she looks so good. She cooks.
I think the one that I like the most is Bonbon.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
That was also a fun like
Yeah.
memory.
It was a great. We're actually the ones who like came up with it. Like literally, it was like a late night, and we
Yeah.
were all like coming up with the moves together. I still have the videos too.
I
It's
do
really cool.
too.
It's us three, and then Elisa and Melissa that
Melissa.
came up with like Bonbon. So
Yeah,
that was really fun.
and it's like crazy to now see like other chapters like dancing to it. It's just so crazy. Like it's a like full circle moment type thing. Like
Another full circle moment because since we had
Like such a here, I'll take it. Since we had such a small chapter like beforehand and there were only ever 6 of us like in a stroll line at like once max. And so now being able to like go to these events and like have like 10 plus sisters and then like if we're at other chapters having them like a part of our line, it's so cool like seeing how like much we impacted. And I had a moment like that when we were at our conference because we have a picnic every year during our founders week, and at the founders picnic like we have like a little like mini stroll session, And so in September of 2022, we taught like a bunch of our like different chapters sisters like our roll call. And then at SDLCon, like a bunch of months later, like all of the chapters knew it, and it was just so fun and so cool to just like see. It's just I love it.
Yeah.
It just holds so much sentimental value.
Yeah.
It has to be my favorite.
Okay, that's a
Yeah.
good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say my favorite is Nuck If You Bug.
Why did I know you were?
Well,
gonna
Wipe Me
say
Down,
that?
I guess. Either one. But Wipe Me Down is my favorite. It's a little bit quicker. But also it's the first one I learned. So it's my favorite because it's the first one I learned. It was just like literally me and Emily had like gotten initiated, and then like literally
Teaching y'all how to
literally
do
day
it?
after day after we were in the
Already
studio
got
cooking.
Literally.
We were in the studio.
True.
Oh wait, no, that's Bonbon. Bonbon. Oh yeah,
Ow.
we were doing that.
I'm gonna turn this into a little Straussish.
Let us know if you would like that. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
A podcast episode where it's just everybody who strolls. It's just alive. Silly. Okay, well that's all the questions that I have for y'all. Do y'all have anything else y'all would like to share or add?
Oh, I have a good one.
Follow me on Instagram.
How you know? No, I wasn't gonna say that. I was gonna say follow at TW_SDL on Instagram and on TikTok. We're on there too.
So, like I said, that's the end of this episode. Thank you so much for joining us, Paula and Emily. It was so cool to hear from y'all, learn some new things about y'all that I didn't know. And then to our viewers, thank you again for tuning in and leaving your comments. We really appreciate all of the feedback. And as always, you can watch this podcast on YouTube or listen to it on any platform that you enjoy your podcasts on. And if you want to know more about Paula and Emily, their Instagrams will be linked down below, as well as the other co hosts, if you want to just keep up with us and see what we're doing. And we will catch you on the next one. Bye.